I'm Courtney Thomas, and today I want to show you a version of one of my very all-time favorite exercises, the resistance band side step. So typically this is a movement that I do with a small mini band resistance loop, but it's also something that we can replicate with a longer handled band. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So the great thing about this move is that it's one of those kind of like sleeper things that is going to make your hips and your glutes absolutely burn in ways like you really didn't even know or understand until you do it, which is again why it's one of my top favorite exercises and something that I think is an excellent part to any resistance band workout. So typically, again, we would have the band wrapped around our ankles. I have another video for that if you want to look in the library, but the way that we can replicate it with the long handled resistance band is to step inside the band and always be really careful to do this like really right in the middle of your foot, in the middle of your shoe, so that you're not worried about that band escaping out of your toes or your heels. And then the best way to do this is actually to cross the band into an X and grab it beneath the handles. You're probably going to want a little bit extra resistance here, so that just kind of gives you a little bit more. It might feel a little light if you're grabbing all the way up at the top of the band. So I take kind of just right underneath where the attachment to the handle is, and then you're going to stand up tall into a nice strong athletic position. That means a little bend in the knees, really nice strong core. You're not like arching through the back or sticking your chest or your butt out or anything. Everything's really nice and tall. If I came up and like kind of hit you in the stomach, you wouldn't fall over or wobble or anything like that. So big thing here, little bend in the knees, toes face forward, and I've got another couple things to pay attention to as you're doing this. Exercise is just like it sounds. It's a side step. So once you're set up in this position, toes face forward, eyes ahead, and you're going to take your steps to the side, holding the resistance bands where you have them right about at your hips. So they're not like going down, wobbling, changing that resistance up on you. Kind of pretend like you're pinning it right to your hips as you take your steps to the side and then back in the other direction. As you get up there, you're going to really start to feel this again in that kind of hip and glute area where you never expected. It's going to start to burn. So a couple things that sometimes happen with that is that as you're stepping, your toes are going to want to turn out. Again, remember, keep those toes pointed forward. Second thing that might happen is it might get hard, so you might start kind of like compensating for that and sort of dipping around. Keep those hips really nice and even and stable and level as you take your steps to the side. Last thing that does tend to happen a little bit is that, again, as it gets hard, that trailing foot might want to drag on the ground. So make sure you're not dragging it. You're always picking up in a controlled way each foot. This is already burning my hips. So normally I would do this anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe even 20 to 25 steps per side, and then back again. Obviously I can only show you a few steps at a time to stay in the frame. That's where it really gets started to burn. Fantastic exercise, really great for runners, especially. Definitely something to keep your hips and core super strong. Easy to replicate if you don't have a mini band with a long handled band, because a lot of us have these really super nice portable, affordable pieces of equipment. So resistance band side steps with a long band. I hope you like it and enjoy your workout.